Hey, good morning, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Today is hump day. Cool thing about Wednesdays is moving forward, starting, good morning, Keith, starting the first week in November, we are going to do a company happy hour. Pretty excited about that. Company happy hour, little team building exercise, chance for everybody to spend some time together outside of the office. We're going to do every Wednesday. That's a lot of happy hours. We're going to do the first Wednesday of every month, and we're going to pick different locations and do like a Wednesday wind down once a month, first Wednesday of every month. We just planned that last week or so. We put the details together to do that, which was a result of something cool that we started at our company. We have an employee, I'm going to mess up the name, employee experience board. It's basically a group of 5 of our people on our team that get together 2 times a month, I believe, and talk about how to improve the experience and working at CR Property Group, the Liz Hamburger team, Integrity First Home Buyers, and it's pretty cool. And one of the things they talked about was a consistent way for us to get out of the office, spend some time together, and just relax. So that's pretty cool. But something I wanted to talk about today was a question I get often asked, and I put out all these deals. We send out all these deals, and a lot of times these properties are, Brett, good morning, what's up, man? We have, and Brett would attest to this. So I send out all these deals. We wholesale deals. We sell deals to other investors at deep discounts. A lot of times it's, 30-40% of resale value. And of course the properties needs, fixed up. But I presented a deal to one of our good buyers yesterday, and it's a $40,000 profit for them. And the question that I get often is, why wholesale the property versus fixing it up and flipping it or reselling it ourselves? And there's a couple things that I consider when I'm making that decision. One of the things for us right now is that it is, I don't want to say easy, but we have found that we are very good at marketing, very good at locating good deals, and very good at getting good deals. So it's likely that I can replace that deal. So I don't need to maximize and squeeze every last bit of profit out of a deal. And that goes for when I buy it. When I'm buying from the customer, I can pay a little bit more than normal, and oftentimes we found it's more than what other cash buyers are paying, because we know that we'll get 5, 6, 7, 8 of those deals again that week. So we don't need to drill down and get the most profit out of every single deal. And it also applies when I go to sell it. So one of the things I put on here, Coach K, what's up? I tried to stay up and watch your sorry Lakers last night. They were yelling Taco Tuesday in the Staples Center. Like, the guy's just making a mockery out of the league. It's just terrible. LeBron, I am a LeBron hater, actually. I did a video a couple days ago about the difference between a hater and people that just give you honest feedback. I honestly am a LeBron hater. Like, it's kind of whatever he does, regardless if it's right or wrong, I don't like it. So I'll take one for the team and step up and tell you I'm a LeBron James hater. But anyway, Coach K, good to see you, my man. Hopefully you're feeling well. I want to stop and see you. Shoot me a text message. Let me know now that you're settled in at the house, when's a good time I can stop by. It is not my favorite night of the week. And I saw your twin brother posting on his story last night. He was out at Taco Tuesday. Let me get 2 baskets and order, if I can hear him now. Let me get 2 baskets and some fries. His Taco Tuesday, he does every Tuesday. But the point that I was making about wholesale is I have a 50% rule. pretty easy for me. If we can fix it up, resell it, put it on the market, and make $25,000, let's say, versus wholesaling it, and our profit is more than 50% of that, I'll wholesale it. And for me, it's when I consider, going through the process of renovating it, putting it on the market, paying utilities, carrying costs, lawn care, snow removal, insuring it against vandalism. We have properties that are broken into sometimes, not often, but materials will be stolen, stuff like that. So there's a certain risk that comes along with the renovation portion of doing these deals. And for me, if we're 51%, I'll go ahead and sell the property to another investor, allow them the opportunity to make that profit. Also, for renovations right now, we're getting to a manageable place in renovations, but 2 weeks ago we had over 50 properties in our pipeline. So anything that I was getting in, I was wholesaling right away, because the turnaround time for me to renovate it was more than what I was comfortable with. I was putting too much of a workload onto our renovation staff, and instead of having that project done in 4 weeks, it may have taken 8 or 10 weeks. So that's another deciding factor. Location, we get deals from as far north as like Halifax, as far west as Franklin County, Gettysburg, Littlestown, as far south as northern Baltimore County, Shrewsbury, New Park, Delta, and as far east as some far stretching ends of Lancaster County. And that presents its own challenge. Like if I get a lead on it and someone wants to go see it, my salespeople can't respond as quickly as they'd like. It's harder for me to find contractors in those areas. Most of my contractors are centralized around our home office here in York. So that's why a person, particularly us, would decide to wholesale a property versus keep it. We buy, renovate, rent, and sell, buy, renovate, rent, buy, renovate, and resell. This year, we'll start to approach over 300 deals. And we're about 50% of those. So about 50% of those will renovate and go through the entire process. Half of those will wholesale. So, and then, of course, balancing cash. We work with total about $10 million in cash. So I can't carry 200 properties at one time, or 100 properties even at one time at 100,000 would chew up all our cash. So we're constantly balancing our proverbial checkbook. So hopefully that answers the question for you. I think it's something you should consider as you get into investing. A lot of people start out wholesaling, and it's a great business. It's a great way to make a living. It's low risk, low overhead. But at some point you need to start considering doubling your profit on those deals by putting in and putting up the money to renovate it and putting it on the market and selling it, because for a lot of people, the hardest part is to find deals, where for us, it's one of the better things that we do. So I feel comfortable, selling a house and making minimal profit, because I know I'm going to replace it very quickly. And if I decide that I want to renovate the next one, I'll have a chance to do so. But for a lot of people, most people in this business, the hardest part of this business right now is not selling. It's finding and getting a deal. So as a wholesaler, you may want to consider partnering up with someone that can back you with the cash, or working hard to establish a relationship with a bank that you can buy these properties, actually buy them for cash like we do, and then renovate them. You got to have cash to do that. Learn how to project manage a property, and then put it on the market and sell it to maximize your profit. Because if you do 30 deals a year, and you make $20,000 instead of $8,000 per deal, you don't have to necessarily work as hard to double your income. You can just do more profit per transaction rather than doing more transactions. So think about quality profit over volume. It's something to consider as you grow your business or even get into this business, because a lot of people do start with wholesaling versus fix and flip, and it is a low risk way to get into this business, because there's a lot of challenges and risks and potential loss that comes along with renovating. And wholesaling eliminates all that because you're not doing the renovation portion of the business, but it also cuts out a large portion of the profit. So just wanted to touch base on that and drop that knowledge for you. It is about 11 o'clock this morning. Got a busy day. And then I'm off to a Sixers game. Shout out to Ronnie at Touch of Color Flooring. Invited us. We got box seats down at the Sixers game tonight. So I'm going to cut out of here a little bit early and go down there and watch the Sixers beat up on, I think, Minnesota Timberwolves. So hope everybody has a great day. We'll see y'all later. Peace.